another trailer for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is actually 2.5 minutes long. It's exciting, it's filled to the brim with new information, and currently everyone's kind of soaking it up.
A new Dark Souls title, but different enough to be new and fresh, plus a huge freedom and focus on continual fun stuff.
I will be really wary of any hint of casualization or monetization going forward, but I seriously doubt that From would compromise on those values now, of all times. One can only hope that with Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, they get to deliver the full brunt of their ambitions with this game.
Oh my god, can you believe the day has finally come? Sekiro is now officially released in Europe, and it depends on when this is uploaded, it's probably already released in the US as well. I have to talk really quietly because it's 3 AM in the morning and I have just finished my first 3 hours with Sekiro, so I can't really talk about in-depth gameplay yet, but what I can tell you immediately is my feelings, because I have a lot of them right now. Even in the very last seconds before I finally got to play the full version of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice in the comfort of my own home, I was still afraid that this game would somehow not meet my expectations, while simultaneously also not really knowing what my expectations were. I mean, it's a game by From Software, and From Software, as you know, is a company that I hold in such a high regard that they have to perform basically, and I hate that I feel this way, but I was still kind of scared that this game wouldn't feel amazing like Dark Souls does or like Bloodborne does. But as soon as you start to control Sekiro, you feel like this somehow just flows together. It's hard to explain that without you having actually gotten the chance to play this game, but it feels like everything that you do makes sense and everything is responding so well, and just it feels amazing to play and to control, and everything feels justified, which is something that just saying this makes me so happy, because I think From Software's biggest strength is making a challenge, creating a challenge for the player, but making it extremely justified, so that always when you die, it's your fault. It's not the game's fault. It's not the game that is programmed badly. It's because you couldn't play the game right. But instead of leaving you completely in the dark, though, Sekiro has a much more open approach to how you get introduced into the gameplay mechanics, which makes sense concerning people come from Souls and people have like their distinct way of playing already, but Sekiro really, like the first couple of minutes, it really holds your hand while you get into the game, which, as I said, is something that I value about that Dark Souls does not, but at the same time I don't think Sekiro is bad for doing that. It's ultimately a different choice, which I don't necessarily think is a bad choice. But the very first time that I saw that, I was like, oh, that's different. And you know, difference not necessarily inherently a bad thing. One thing I realized right away that Sekiro is absolutely excelling at is at letting you know when you've done something right. Because this game, let me tell you, land a successful parry, deflect like an enemy attack, land a shinobi death blow or something like that, you will know that you did this shit fucking right, because it feels amazing to kill enemies. If you manage to knock them out of their posture and get like a visceral attack, it just feels so satisfying, guys. I know it's killing like an enemy, but trust me, if you get your hands on this and you manage to land your first shinobi death blow, you just feel so insanely validated at getting better at this game for like every single successful death blow that you land or every single posture maneuver that you land. It's It's insane. Something that I personally very much value in games and that Sekiro heavily brings to the table is amazing atmosphere. This game is so beautiful. It, like, the first time in the Ashina outskirts almost like literally brought me to tears, because like the color scheme of the red and the pinks and the brownish whites and stuff, it just makes my eyes water just thinking about it, because it's such a beautiful, like, all over, it just looks really pretty, guys. If you disagree with me, then you're wrong. This game pulls you in right in the beginning, and I have a very biased opinion on this, because as you know, I've been waiting for this game since August. I've been sitting at the edge of my seat ever since the release date got so close, and now that I played it, of course it was gonna suck me in, but I can tell you that this game will definitely keep you busy for at least a couple of hours when you first get into it, because you just get introduced to so many new things, so many new stuff, and you definitely want to press on, look what's beyond the next corner, you know what I mean? It's just one of those games where you want to go to the next sculptor's idol, or like just one more enemy, or just like peek around one more corner. It's that kind of addicting. One thing that I have in fond memory from the Gamescom demo, which was my favorite thing, like in that demo, was the grappling hook, and I was so afraid that it would take me such a long time to get that prosthetic attachment, but no, it doesn't. You get it pretty fast, and as soon as you have the grappling hook, this game gets even more amazing, because you just start to jump around and like you feel so free and weightless, and 1,000 new possibilities open before your eyes, 1,000 new ways of killing your enemies, 1,000 new paths you can take through the level. Everything just opens up to you as soon as you get the grappling hook, which is just one of the best feelings. Like, it's like seeing another dimension suddenly open before your eyes. I don't know how that feels in real life, but I'm assuming it's like when you get the grappling hook in Sekiro. Speaking of different ways to solve problems, in Sekiro you can also do a lot of stealth ways to deal with a group of enemies. You could possibly stealth by them instead of killing them all one by one, or you could take one out and then go around the back. You can eavesdrop on people to get additional information. So there's a lot of stealth involved in this game. Some of it is mandatory, but some of it is also at your disposal to kind of customize the way you want to play this game, which kind of, I think, could make up for the fact that this game otherwise lacks like character customization in the way that Dark Souls had it. I don't want to continuously keep comparing this game to Dark Souls, but I think it's still necessary because it's from Software and they are most known for the Soulsborne series. So people are kind of looking at them in comparison, but I think Sekiro is still its own thing. But I would definitely, like, from what I've seen so far, would consider this game Souls-like. For those of you who didn't want to get it at launch night and kind of wait for the price drop, or for those of you who don't want to play this game but are still interested in how this game looks and plays, I will have a live stream of the first couple of hours of Sekiro this evening, and the correct time will be over on my Twitch and also on my Twitter. Links to that you will find in the description. I will announce everything there. I don't know when this video is going to go up. It's, as I said, it's 4 AM and I've just finished playing Sekiro. We'll probably go in for a little bit more in a second. But yeah, everything will be announced on Twitter, and on Twitch you can follow me and then you get a notification as soon as I'm live. We're going to play the first couple of hours of Sekiro together. I have of course already played this, but I wanted to give you the chance in case you didn't get it on launch night, or you're just interested in From Software's games, or you just want to follow my antics on how I play these games. Yeah, we're going to have a full playthrough of that, hopefully over on Twitch. So keep a lookout for that. And next video is definitely gonna be a little bit more in depth on Sekiro, but give me some time to play this game and enjoy it, because that's what I really want to do right now. Thank you guys so much for being thrilled with me, for being absolutely 100% excited. I know a lot of people have, like in my life, have told me they personally aren't interested in Sekiro, but the way I'm excited about this made them also be excited, and that's honestly one of the biggest compliments, or like one of the most best reasons of motivation to make content that I've ever gotten. So yeah, I'm really excited, guys. You can probably hear that by my voice. I'm also really tired and kind of out of it, but I just wanted to get this out there as fresh as I possibly could. And I'll see you guys next time.